Well, greetings again. This is Dr. Bill Wyatt with the American Orthodontic Society, and I have another case where we bonded a block, and I'll show you the difference in it. And I'm going to show you several cases if I can talk enough to get it over today. I'm sorry for the voice lost right this, but we had this young man that we started out, and he had a double crossbite. The lateral in front of the other lateral. This is a real mess, and we had to jump the bite on him. Now I'm going to go ahead and start showing you his case, and I'll go through it as quick as we can. Now you see a little jaw difference. See, this jaw looks longer than this one. Right here, the midline is kind of off to the side, not a great deal, but some. And now, when he smiled or anything, he's had some teeth out. But we had a lateral came up here, and it was out here. Then we had a upper central between it, and this was the lower lateral. This was the lower central tooth. I take it back. And so we had to open this bite over here wide enough to jump this bite. And when I open this side will be open over here on the other side. Now we'll show that real quick. He is missing some teeth, so we took out the other teeth to make it match up, and we took this out right here, and then we're going to correct this crossbite right here. We had to open the mouth to do that. So we took those 6-year molars that had big fillers in them anyway, and we're going to move these teeth up, fill up the gap, and we already missing the 6-year molars here. And he's got this crossbite. And so we bond a block on there. So we go to work on this, and this tooth is in this crossbite, and we have to open this side up over here. So we bonded a block on that side only. And then this is after we got the bonded block on there. So you can see the block in here. And these teeth in about a month or two, it is about a little over 2 months, I think. These teeth were apart that much, and they had grown together. They didn't grow, but just drifted together. And we kept that on there while we were correcting this crossbite. And we've got it partly corrected there. I think if we went back, it won't show that exactly. I didn't get very many pictures on the young man. So anyway, we've got this big acrylic block in here, opening this up, and we are jumping. We got one out of the way, and we're widening this gap, and we're bringing that tooth through. And by the time we got that tooth through, before that, these were chewing. He was chewing on the other side of the mouth. Now, this was the blocks we put in. This is just really regular acrylic. You can cut right down through the middle of the big groove and put the sides, push them together, and it'll pop pretty much off. That's regular lab acrylic is what we use to do these with, and you can break that off pretty easy. And but it bonds to the occlusal surface of the teeth, and we etch them a little bit. All right, here's the gap with the lateral coming through the space, and so we get that lateral through. I'm sorry, that's out of focus. And now here is we spread these far up. We got the lateral through this gap, and when we got it through, we took the blocks off on that side. So we got the tooth through here, and we're going to take this block off here. And when I do, the teeth on the other side of the mouth were touching, and these had a gap, looked like about 2/8 of an inch. It wasn't quite a half an inch, but it was 2 or 3/8 of an inch wide right there. So we just sat over on the right side was good contact back here at the molars and let these teeth together. And we had this big gap over on that side. Now, I'm going to take that off. I took the block off, and his tongue was sticking through this big hole in this side. And some people would say, oh my gosh, I mean, we've messed this case up. It's going, just leave it alone. It didn't do anything. These teeth over here intruded now back again. These went down, these went up, and these on this side went down on the upper and up on the lower, right opposite from this, and the thing leveled out like that. But before I could finish this case, this guy moved away, and we wrote letters and tried to get in contact with him to let us finish the case up, but I never could find him. But anyway, this side we'll show pictures. We got it down where it was just about together. And you see it was pretty close right here. It had come down. These teeth were moving together. And these over here were moving apart. These were moving like that. And these were moving apart, and these were moving together. And this got almost level, and we were about ready to finish it up. And he just, maybe his folks moved, and I think they owed some money, and they never did pay it, or we never heard from them again. And so this is the way teeth move. You can move them up and down, and like that, and you can move them. You can move them in this direction, and you can keep these where they are and move this one out if you want to. There's different ways you could do this. And on deep bite cases, we can close the vertical dimension of this third of the face, or we can open it by how we use these blocks. And I'll try to show some of that on these cases. But anyway, he moved, and we never saw him again. And I hope that somebody somewhere finished him, and I hope he was able to pay the bill. So I'm going to say goodbye on this young man, and we'll close it out.